Guxue has the downpour ready, 2 minutes remaining. At this point, Little Sheep, it's near impossible for them to win. The wall aggressively used from Jaya. There's a downpour from Guxue. It's not going to catch anybody. Shy able to get a, I think a collateral. A collateral looking for a third. Here's a fourth. Give him the fifth. There's the fifth for Shy. Alright, once again versus Little Sheep. All the thinkers have to be online here. Once again, debut match in the group stage in the regular season for OWCS China. Alright, Alfari. This is the player that I'm actually thinking is going to be a bit of a danger here. Really good player. Really good on the Genji. Really impressive. Well, decent. Interesting. DMS, Kim. Interesting players on Little Sheep, some relatively unknown players as well without Wikipedia pages. And here we have the classic. We have Shy, Hit Scan, we have Leave, we have Guxue. Very good on the dive heroes, Monk and Mew. Let's get a good match though. We have a streak of 5 3-0s in a row. To be fair, today's matches have been a lot better. They've been very entertaining. But I want to see some good matches here, some great matches. Okay, Lijiang Tower. Once again, welcome back to Overwatch. It's been a while. It's been a while. I hope Little Sheep really force once again to show their full potential here. I'd love to see a match where things get intense. Are we starting on Control Center? This is about the best place you could start against once again. Control Center is the one more brawl-oriented map, or I guess sub-map here on Lijiang Tower. That's the one place where, if you want an advantage against Guxue, that's where you're gonna have it. Guxue's weakness is his hero pool. I'm being serious. His weakness really is his hero pool. You know, Guxue Hazard. I'm actually really interested to see how good he is at Hazard. Little Sheep running their Junker Queen composition, Cass Genji. Both teams actually on that Cass Genji. Once again, Ana, Lucio, Hazard, definitely a dive-oriented composition here on Control Center. Junker Queen versus that dive. It's going to be super interesting. The shout in. Little Sheep taking it first. Alfari on a super aggressive flank. Jaya taken out almost immediately. Shy is able to take down Alfari. Guxue follows up, kills onto DMS and Kim, and that's the first fight going to once again pretty confidently. Wow, Little Sheep. I like Little Sheep, how aggressive they got there, how willing they were to commit to that, but wow, Monk somehow picks Whale off and spawn. That's ridiculous. Oh, Shy taking a bit of damage. Once again, really shoving this initial doorway. Not giving Little Sheep any space to work with. There's the shout in. The cast is the initial target here. Oh, Leave. Good follow-up. And now Shy nanoed. Alfari does get a kill. He does get his one. He gets his two. He gets both backline targets. He gets Monk and Mew. That's the nano used for, once again, the only ultimate they needed to use. Nothing used from Little Sheep just yet, but they haven't really been given the chance to use much. But they will get in. Because of Alfari's kills there, you see, once again, they have to back up. The initial, close hold is broken. Shy taking a good bit of damage. Whale's taking that duel pretty confidently and actually winning it out a little bit. Leave. Forced to deflect. Kind of stuck in a corner here. Aggressive shout from Jaya. Going to continue pushing forward. Looking for that cast. Taking a good bit of damage, though. The sleep misses from Monk. There's the beat. Once again, trying to stay in it. There's the Kitsune. DMS is going to have beat soon. Needs to use it. Good beat. Jaya's able to get Shy. Little Sheep can win this fight here. Jaya's able to get a second. Monk's gone. Leave's able to trade. 1, 2, but it's not enough. Jaya to the rescue. Slash through. Leaves the next to go. Little Sheep. They win a fight. Never stop believing. Once again, using a ton of ultimates. They've wrecked their ultimate economy, actually. Little Sheep, they're in a great position to win this next fight. If they can win just off of the Rampage here, that'd be the best possible case scenario. There's not much that, once again, can do to deal with it. There it is, the aggressive Rampage, but the rest of Little Sheep weren't really in a great position to follow up, but it doesn't matter. Jaya's able to get Monk and Mew. Also falls straight away, so no supports for, once again, Guxue's low. Shy just trying to get out of there. Guxue able to live. Little Sheep, second fight win, just the Rampage used there. Monk's close to the nano now, so once again, now finally can kind of compete, but now it's up to an aggressive blade from Alfari. Alfari needs to focus Monk. Fast, aggressive, good energy here from Little Sheep, and they can shut this down. Here's the aggressive blade. Alfari, perfect timing. Onto Monk. Monk's dead. Leave, nano blade. Actually, no blade there. No blade there. My bad. Looked like a blade there. He did more damage than I thought you could do. But yeah, once again, they still win that fight. The timing from Alfari was good. The rest of Little Sheep, maybe just some minor mistakes there. But it is difficult to beat the nano no matter what. Monk's over to Kiriko. Mirroring this from Little Sheep. Now, Little Sheep, can they get a contest? Who's the first to go? Okay, contest is through. Alfari on Tracer. Able to get the first touch. Jaya getting the second touch. Now the Deadeye is actually going to zone once again pretty effectively. Shy's in the corner, also pulling the Deadeye. Shy pulls. Gushue able to get Whale. The cast has gone that main source of damage. That late fight carry. Alfari taken down. A nice 180 from Shy. The Kitsune's out for Little Sheep, but it's a little too late. DMS. Final one to fall. First point. Control center goes to once again. I don't think this is gonna be a fully one-sided match. I believe in Little Sheep. I believe in Little Sheep here. Shy on Soj instead of Cass. Interesting choice. Will that pay off is the question. The Cass is a little bit better at, you know, just throwing damage into that hazard in some cases. Shy and Monk, though, really early kills. Kind of hard to tell what's exactly going on, but it looks like Little Sheep kind of got shoved into the dojo, just completely wrecked. I think when once again have a little more space to work with, they're not shoved into an enclosed area. Again, like, Control Center was Little Sheep's best possible submap to start on. Once you're out in these open areas in this dive mirror, that's when, especially, I feel like Monk becomes a massive threat in the Ana. And Monk is able to do so much more, able to mark Alfari a little easier. And then Shy, maybe on the Soj, able to do more as well. Okay, Jai is trying to find a way in through mid. Whale, antied, there you go. Shy and Monk, that duo. That's the space that they have available to them. Shy misses that shot, unfortunately doesn't get that pick when Little Sheep go to back off, and now they're gonna take the enclosed route. They're gonna go into mini room here. It's gonna be kind of hard to develop angles. It's gonna be probably an early nano. There it is. Onto Gushue, free kill. Whale's gone, also mirroring the Sojourn now. Alfari's able to get a kill into Shy though. Alfari's always in it, even if the rest of Little Sheep aren't. Now Gushue able to finish off Kim at the end there. Little Sheep trying to go inside. It really does result in you getting shoved a little bit here. It's going to be an aggressive fight again from once again. There's the downpour, partially blocked by the Suzu, beat, Kitsune, everything used by Little Sheep, but they still need to close so much distance to get to the Ana. That's kind of the disadvantage here of running through that white room. It's so hard to develop angles. It's so hard to get in. It's a little easier if you're running Tracer instead of Genji, but I believe the Genji here is just a bit of a better pick. Shy's able to finish off DMS. The backline is gone for Little Sheep. Well, okay. Able to get a pick on the Mew, so Mew and Lee both fall. Alfari's actually able to get Gushue as well. Hold on. Alfari. Oh, Shy turns the corner. Rail shot, finishes off DMS. Little Sheep. They're in it till the end, though. There's the shot into Whale. Shy is just cleaning up. Has all the space to work with. Monk's dead, but I don't think it matters at all. Leaves here with the blade. The cleanup is there for once again, and Alfari was just not able to turn that. At one point, Monk could be considered one of the better Ana players in the world. Oh, Ramatra! And then Mei Sojourn! Oh, the Mei Sojourn Ramatra comp. This is something, you know, you either run it with the Ramatra or the Sig, depending on if you're up against a Poke or Brawly comp. This is something that I kind of specialized in coaching at one. This is a comp that I worked a lot with. I like it. Brig Juno wasn't around in my day. Brig Juno was not available back in my day. All right, Little Sheep, what are we going with? Oh, the spawn hold too. It's perfect. Spawn hold. There's the initial wall. Jaya's caught immediately. You have to scout what they're on. Jaya's gonna die. No, we have to scout for spawn hold. Oh wait, the Mercy Res? Wait, hold on. The Cheese Mercy Res. No, I think that's just in spawn. I think that was just... No, wait, they're using Mercy Farah to break the spawn hold. They're using Mercy Farah to break... No, it's actually... Okay, Kim gets Shy on the angle? Wait, okay. No, I do not hate Mercy here. This is one of the... Guys, let Mercy have her moment. This is like the one time when she's somewhat viable. This is like the one thing she's good for. She may be one of the worst design supports in the game, but she's good for one thing, and that is maybe breaking a spawn hold here. Please do not stick. Please do not stick. Please swap Kusari. That's all we need to do. Like Juno Zen. Juno Zen works. Come on. No. Bad. 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 Bad Little Sheep. Bad Little Sheep. Mercy in my OWCS? Exactly. I know. It's awful. I guess Kusari's close to Valk and you can use that to build more ults. Like, maybe? But Valk is really bad ult-wise. My Farah is in the flank behind Alfari. What are you doing? We're completely split. Kusari gonna drop the Valk. Okay. Alfari's still back there. I mean, I guess you have decent angles, but is that gonna work very well? I mean, one Shy shot and it's over. Wait, okay, the Mercy regrouped with the Farah. Never mind. Wait, Rez on Jaya again? Kusari putting on an insane Mercy performance. What the hell is happening? Okay, Annihilation. That should put an end to it. Okay, this is the part where we swap the Mercy now, because like, okay, it was a fun little gimmicky thing. We built the Valk, we helped it, and that helped us build somewhere else. Alphari, you're still here. Alphari, this is their spawn. You do. Okay. I mean, I guess he couldn't really get out of there, but, you know, I mean, as long as they don't chase you, I guess you're fine. You have Barrage, too. Actually, if once again try and chase it now, it's better, because if Alphari lives back there, it's fine. Once again, are just ignoring him, though. There's the Transcendence to deal with the Orbital Ray. Oh, God, the headshot. It's perfect. Alphari's dead. Okay, leave. Finally put an end to that. Onto the Sombra. Okay, Giant needs to be off a Sig, though. The Sig, I don't think you can play like a slow comp into that. You have to brawl. You have to brawl. Once they hit you with that brawl, there's just nothing you can do. Okay, Alphari swaps. You have to. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, Alphari. Please. Okay, Alphari's fine. EMP available. They're gonna go early. Look at the posture here. It's so aggressive. They're gonna go straight out. They don't care. Leave gets whale. They're gonna keep going. Oh, the split. Oh, little sheep. It's like so ugly here. They don't even need EMP. Yeah, here's the Ram swap from Little Sheep. It came 3 minutes and 30 seconds late, though. Came way too late. Leave EMP, just go super fast. I mean, we're gonna see once again just completely roll Little Sheep. Okay. 3, 2, 1, boom, in. Shred the immortality, the window's down. Whale's dead. Keep going. Don't even care. Go. Kill the Zen. He's dead. Yep. Okay. I don't like the approach there from Little Sheep. I feel like they had a good spawn hold break. They had a great spawn hold break, a good start to the map. They did not approach literally anything else in the way that I would honestly take it. I think mirroring a brawl composition, taking the brawl comp mirror against once again, after you break that spawn hole with the Fair Mercy, that is the play. That is what you're going for. And I think understanding that's super important, because the Sig just gets run over too easily. But yeah. How far did they get the cart? 60 meters? That's actually not the worst. It's technically... Is that the end? Or is it not? If it's not the end, then it's near impossible. If it's near the end of first point, it's viable. It is winnable, like when Nightmare did it to Liquid. Second corner, that's probably not winnable. Yeah, I thought they didn't get it the whole way to the yeah, okay. Let's see where the box, oh. Chat, oh, we're on Sig too. No. The Sig is kind of an instant loss. I feel like you need the Ram. Because here's the thing, if you get Ram, in the cases when you're at an ult disadvantage, which will probably happen, you can Annihilation and maybe just like bunker cart, and you have someone to anchor it. But with the cart so close, you need Ram. You need Ram here. Once again, they're just gonna go dive, aren't they? No, they're gonna go Ram. You're gonna get run out. You have nowhere to kite to. You can't. In this double, like the double flex comps too. They really rely on playing like the whole way back at first point and playing super far distance with the cart goal so close. Once again, can easily force that without ever having to touch the people in the back. You just shoot the Sig until the Sig dies, and then it's over. Which will work, by the way, because it's just they have to touch. They have to do something. First, we have to clear the Genji on the side. You're gonna see that be the first goal for once again. They're gonna get rid of Alphari back there. If they don't get rid of Alphari, he's gonna be a problem pretty quickly. Alphari. Okay, dashes through. They didn't actually clear Alphari first, which I think resulted in Shy dying. But Leave trades Whale. Alphari's still a problem back there. Okay, once again, we need to mark that. Okay, here's the form. It wasn't able to catch Alphari there, but Alphari is finally cleared. Leave, low on the side. Okay, Jaya gets Leave. So, good picks from Little Sheep. But again, this is not the part of the game I'm worried about. I'm worried about once we get ults going. How are you going to kite Orbital Ray and Ramatra? I guess just match Orbital Ray. Is that what we're gonna do here? Alphari fed. GG. And now you see the Sig. You can't back up. You can't back up. The one thing that Sig wants to do in this matchup, he can't do. Yep. See? A bit of a C9 there, unfortunately. But yeah. Either way, I think they're losing that. Because even after the Transcendence, it's Annihilation from the Ram. You keep going, you lose. It'd be Annihilation, Orbital Ray. They could, even if they match Orbital Ray, they still lose. Little Sheep running Juno, Brig, Hazard. Once again, have banned Zarya. Little Sheep, their initial ban was Ana. That's actually a good ban against, once again, you're removing that Ana Lucio option. So now they have to run that Juno. They could also run Kiriko. Monk decided to go with the Juno instead. Juno Lucio Hazard was popular for a while there. It is a pretty decent composition. Alfari starting to wrap around, take an angle here. Little Sheep have already used their speed ring. That's interesting. Gushui, that was such a good wall. That was such a good wall. Just trapping Alfari in that room, and now Jaya is dead as well. So far, looking good for once again. The Sojourn Mirror as well. Interesting. Once again, sticking with the Soj. I think we've seen a ton of Cass recently. I don't think Cass is, like, the clear better pick between Cass and Soj. In fact, I think it might be more preferential now. The Cass buff was pretty good. It kind of evened things out. Okay, Juno Kiriko also for Little Sheep. Interesting. Gushui is able to get Whale. Start. This aggressive Juno Kiriko comp might be a little too much. We'll see. Jai's able to get Monk. Good trade. Jai's able to get Shy as well with the block. Oh, Kusari's gone. The Kiriko falls into an awkward spot. Now the Juno's next to go. Both teams losing their backlines. Or at least partially. You still have Mew alive. Well, for now, until Alfari's there. Now it's a 1v1. Actually, now a 2v1, really. Because the Soj is in the game. Gushui taken down. Alfari turned things around. 51 meters. Once again, they're denied checkpoint. But they still have quite a few ultimates coming back. Little Sheep are behind on the ults. They're a little ahead on Orbital Ray, but... they just don't have much to deal with this Blade beat, right? Alfari and Leave can trade beats, but then, you know, Mew having that. They can trade the Blades, but then the beat should win once again the fight. Will Alfari use this early? I think that's a good idea, to be honest. The defensive Blade, actually, to try and go after Leave. Oh no, Alfari doesn't use his Blade, actually. I thought he dashed back to try and mark Leave, but didn't pull. So, once again, beat Blade, aggressive, no ultimates committed other than... Actually, it was Downpour from Little Sheep. Did use Downpour. Made 16 meters of progress. Now you have to watch out for Shy here, looking for a bit of poke, looking for a shot, getting pretty aggressive. Alfari already wrapping around the left side, looking for an angle. He's always on an angle. He's always looking to take a bit more space. This Lucio Genji, for once again playing together. Mew and Leave working together. Mew takes a good bit of damage from that slash from Giant, but does survive. Now Leave still on the angle. You have to watch out for that. Alfari's going to go straight in, dash through, kill Shy. Blade popped into this orbital ray. You have to be careful. Able to block the Hazard ultimate. Not able to get to kill in the Hazard, though. Gushui escapes his grasp, and now things are looking pretty good for once again, but this Kitsune from Little Sheep could allow them to win, but no, Mew just kills Kusari. The Kiriko's gone. Little Sheep need the win here with this Kitsune. They do get Gushui. Giant needs another kill here, either on the Juno or the Genji. Ooh, oh no, Leave trades Kim. They go straight after the backline. Jaya was just too slow. Jaya was kind of indecisive there, too, about who he wanted to go after. Once again, they turn a fight that they shouldn't be able to. And that's it. I think that's game. That fight was game. Because at this point, it's just going to be massive progress. Oh my, no. No. Oh. Alfari is still going to get out here, but... That's game. That's game. Okay, Jaya's gonna slash in, use the wall, try and take a bit of space using the downpour to keep going. But the beat from once again is gonna take care of that. Now Leave is able to blade if he wants to. He won't even need to here. And it's just free progress for once again. Well, actually in the flank does take Monk down, so that's like annoying for once again. They won't have their orbital ray here, but they can still just aggressively blade. If they want to. I don't think Leave wants to just yet because he's kind of low HP, needs a bit of help. It's just Lucio healing, you have to keep that in mind. Kim now wrapping around the back, gonna get staggered. Wait, Kim actually escaped? Wait, Kim just broke Leave's ankles and now once again back off. They're waiting for their Juno to get back since they lost Mew. Monk just needs to get back over to right blade. Easy, free fight win for once again coming up here. 127 meters, ridiculous amount of space. There's the blade. Don't even need the orbital ray. No orbital ray. Yep. 2 rail shots, actually, from Shy as well. Only 1 blade kill. Not even given a chance. Oh, wait, what happened to Monk? Why is Jaya back here? Wait, what's going on? Wait, Jaya's in the middle of nowhere. Little Sheep, they need someone to contest here. I don't think the tank's gonna make it back in time. Here's the overclock from Shy. Oh, that's a crazy shot onto Alfari, actually. What was that? Okay, Jaya's back. Kusari is able to get Gushui, and it looks like now that Jaya's back, you know, Leave's gonna die, and a fight win for Little Sheep, but that's 1 fight win they need out of, like, you know, 5 in a row at this point. 5 in a row would probably do it. 4 in a row, maybe. Coming up for Kusari from Little Sheep could provide Little Sheep with the advantage for a little bit, but it doesn't matter. Shy gets a shot in the whale. Actually, no, Jai gets Gushui. It's reasonably winnable. It's reasonably winnable. Little Sheep are going to try and hold on to this Kitsune if they can. Or Gushue is going to have to come back now. Jaya slashes in, looks for something. Shy just dashes away. Kim is super low. 1 HP. Alfari's able to get Shy, though. Leave, not able to finish that kill into Kim. Kim is 1 HP again. Monk finishes that kill. Now it's the Juno who finally gets it. The downpour forces a beat at Mew. That's actually a pretty good downpour. It's a pretty good force, but because Gushue gets Alfari, I don't think it matters. I think it's just if I win for once again, but, you know, unfortunate. Slash attempted on Kisari, able to TP away, but now Jaya's dead. You just can't finish a kill here. He's desperately looking for a trade, and I'm going to get it. Gushue has the downpour ready, 2 minutes remaining. At this point, Little Sheep, it's near impossible for them to win. The wall aggressively used from Jaya. There's the downpour from Gushue. It's not going to catch anybody. Shy able to get I think a collateral. A collateral looking for a third. Here's a fourth. Give him the fifth. There's the fifth for Shy. Yeah, Little Sheep, I actually predicted them taking a map, but looks like that's not going to come true. I don't regret my prediction, though. I don't regret my prediction. I still feel like it would have been potentially possible for them to take a map if they performed a little better on control there, if they were able to take a round. Gushue takes Whale out of the fight. Now Shy under a bunch of pressure, able to double slide, though, to escape, and now has the upgraded overclock. It's just too much pressure. 1 minute 30 seconds remaining. Little Sheep, they've already run out of time. At this point, they're just really struggling to prevent a full cap, you know? It's just a test of their abilities. Little Sheep, they're going to try and get back. They're going to try and touch. Will they be able to? Oh, the downpour. I think Leave deflected it. I think Leave deflected it straight back into the hazard, and he couldn't touch because of that. Oh, no.